Hey everyone, it's Jason, and this is your weekend cruise news update. And we have one of the top ports in the world looking to impose new restrictions on cruise ship passengers. Also, Princess Cruises announced a new partnership in Florida to help their passengers get to the ports easier. But will it be a flop? So cruise story number one, and I think this is an interesting new partnership in Florida between Princess Cruises and Brightline. Now, if you're not familiar with what Brightline is, it's a rail service between Orlando and Miami, with stops in between, including Fort Lauderdale, which is extremely close to Port Everglades. And that is obviously where Princess Cruises goes out of. Now, there's really three key things about this partnership. Number one, they're going to wrap some of the trains in the Princess Cruises logos. I think that's pretty cool, but it's not really that big of an impact on it. The second thing is they're going to offer baggage service. Now, I was really excited about this until I heard the price. It's going to be $35 a bag. You drop off your bag at the train station in Orlando, and you don't see it again until you're in your cabin on your cruise. That can be good or bad, but it's $35 a bag. You have 3 bags, it's $105. Do you think that's worth it? I don't know. I don't think it is. And the third thing, and I think a lot of people are going to be excited about this, is they're going to offer a shuttle service from the train station in Fort Lauderdale to Port Everglades. Now, there's one thing to understand. We've taken this train. I love it. I think it's convenient, it's very chilled, it's relaxing, it's so much better than driving. But if you like to drive, it's not worth it. The second thing is you're not going to have it any quicker. It's about the same amount of time as driving. So understand that. You're not going to pick up any time. Basically the same amount of time there. The thing is from Fort Lauderdale to Port Everglades, the Uber was $12. So it's not that expensive to get over to Port Everglades. So you're not really saving that much money from the shuttle service over there. And when I started looking at some of the pricing, I thought it was extremely high. Here's some of the pricing here per person. Now, I personally think there's no reason to do the premium. The Smart is extremely comfortable and relaxing. There's really no reason to do the premium. Now, here's one thing I will suggest to you. If you want to do Brightline and you want to save some money, there's a few tips, because that's what I obviously love to do, is give you tips. So what I would do is download the app, sign up for an account, and turn on push notifications. When you do that, they send out deals all the time. Also, make sure to book it well in advance. So when we booked our one for January, we were going down into the Celebrity Ascent. We booked it about 2.5 months ahead of time. It was $59 a person. Obviously, you can see the pricing there for Brightline to Princess. This is in about 3 weeks. It makes no sense to do that. This is where I said, could it be a flop? I just don't see where the value proposition is in that. Make sure you have the app. Make sure you check the deals. You're going to get a better deal. And who cares if you have to pay $12 for an Uber? I think it's quicker. You won't have to worry about a shuttle. And there's going to be people that aren't going to pay that $35 a bag. So you have to wait for them to put bags on this shuttle service. I just don't think it's going to be a really good thing. That's my opinion. What do you guys think? Have you taken Brightline? Did you enjoy it as much as I did? Because I think it's amazing. Or did you not? And if not, let me know why you didn't in the comments. So cruise story number 2, and I have a little update on this one. So there is a missing man off the Icon of the Seas in Cozumel, Mexico. He's 66-year-old Brad Solomon. He's been missing since Wednesday around 1 p.m. He has dementia. He got separated from his wife in the port area. Apparently he took a taxi, gave him his watch because he didn't have any money, and the taxi driver dropped him off at some beach access area. Well, there's some updates that are coming in, and this is from his family, the updates. So they've all flown down there. It seems like there's 7 or 8 of them, including 2 representatives from Royal Caribbean, local police, a lot of other volunteers looking for him in the area. Now, I'm going to provide a link to the Facebook page so you can just check it out, if you want to read the updates for yourself. So there has been sightings. He got dropped off by a fisherman back in town. He's been seen at local churches, at a grocery store. There's someone that tried to go up to him to talk to him, and he ran off, apparently. So his daughter kind of explained that that's kind of the way he would do that. He walks really fast, and he will avoid situations like that. They're all looking for him. I really hope this ends up being positive. I have to say, when I first read the story, my heart sank. I thought, wow, this is not a good situation. So I'm glad to see some updates here. A lot of the local community, if you read through it, is basically taking time out of their day to look for Brad Solomon. I think it's a very nice thing by the community. So I'll make sure to post that link so you can watch it yourself, but I really hope they find him. So before I get to cruise story number 3, I would ask that you please like this video, as it does help the channel grow. Also, consider subscribing, as we're on the path to 100,000 subscribers by the time we go on our cruise to Alaska at the end of August. If you could do that for me, I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks so much. So cruise story number 3, and we have a popular cruise port that's looking to put even more restrictions on how many cruise passengers can visit every day. And this is Juneau, Alaska. So they already have restrictions in place for 2024 that there can be no more than 5 ships in port each day. Well, they're looking to go even a step further with this, and they're going to restrict how many passengers. We've seen this happening. We just saw this happen with Bar Harbor that upheld it, that basically no cruise ships are going to be able to visit Bar Harbor anymore except for small cruise ships, expedition type ones. Well, Juneau has already started working with the Cruise Line International Association to bring those numbers down. It's thought that the numbers will be less than what they were on 2023, which was a 23% increase over 2019 with 1.6 million visitors. So it's going to be less than that number. Have you ever been to Juneau? What did you guys think? We can't wait to visit. We're going there this summer. So I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much for the support. And until I talk to you next week, happy cruising.